Hi everyone, Nigel Saunders here. Today I'll be pruning back my dwarf Schefflera clump, the one behind me here. It's been growing really strong this summer, so it's time now to prune it back down to size. I've been letting my Schefflera grow this summer to thicken up the trunks, increase the width of the canopy, and just generally improve the overall health of the tree. The tree's grown quite large this summer, so I have to prune it back, or I wouldn't be able to fit all my trees back in the plant room. It would just be too large. This summer we had a really warm, sunny, humid summer, so it's been ideal for plant growth. Yesterday reached a record high of 34 degrees, which is pretty warm for this time of year. I'll get the Schefflera on the bench and start today's work here in the bonsai zone. I've got my dwarf Schefflera on the bench. We had quite severe thunderstorms last night, so it's cooled it off for today, which feels quite good. I wanted to grow my Schefflera as much as I could over this summer, so I just let it grow, but I still want to put it in our fall show. So that's the reason I'm going to defoliate it now and prune it back. So in the show it won't have any leaves on, but you will be able to see the nice structure underneath. This tree will probably look its very best in about 3 weeks when the new leaves start growing in. So it's kind of a compromise showing it defoliated for the show. Ideally, I would have leaf pruned it 3 weeks ago, but then it would have missed 3 good weeks of growing in the summer. So it's a trade-off. For step number 1, I'll come in and remove all the leaves. You can see the difference in vigor. Some of the upright shoots here are getting really long and vigorous, whereas some of the smaller ones that are more horizontal are a little weaker. These upright ones, we're starting to shade out the lower parts of the tree. I think it's a good time to go in and prune those vigorous branches back shorter. Balancing the vigor on your bonsai tree is a really important step to getting nice, even growth throughout the tree. As I'm defoliating the tree, I'm looking at the branch structure, studying it, looking for branches that I'll be removing in my future pruning operation. This tree was defoliated last fall, but since then I've just let it grow to regain all its vigor, so now I can repeat the operation again safely. Defoliation should never be done on a weak or sick tree. Not too far to go. I'm down to the final branches. I think that's it. Let's go in and have a look at the branch structure now. Here's a look at the tree. There's quite a few branches that took off, like this one, really vigorous. You can see the long internodes between the leaves. So this vigorous branch will have to be pruned back quite hard, right back to the first set of leaves. When I'm pruning this tree, I'm usually pruning the top of the tree harder to keep the height down and letting the side branches grow longer to get it a wider canopy, so it'll have a nice low wide canopy. So all the branches up top here have grown in quite nicely, not too vigorous, not too weak, just right. So generally the branches that I pruned back hard are growing in really nicely, and the ones that I didn't prune back hard are growing really vigorous, which is what I want. There is the odd branch in here that has died, one that just got shaded out, just a little one here. I don't see too much other dieback. The rest has been pretty good. Yeah, so just one branch here, a little one, and a bit of a stub here that's died back, but that's about it. Many people will criticize clip and grow bonsai for not having nice, graceful shapes. But I don't think that's the case here. I've tried to prune everything in flowing lines, smooth flowing lines, and yeah, it's got a lot of movement to the branches, but the general direction is nice and flowing, and I think it'll just keep improving as the tree gets older. I'll start the pruning process by removing any branches that aren't flowing nicely. For instance, this one, the branch comes up, and then this one takes a 90-degree turn and heads vertical. So I'm going to prune it off shorter. I already did prune it once, hoping something would branch out this direction, but it didn't. It branched the other direction instead. So I'm going to prune it off shorter and see what happens with it. So right to here, like that. I'm looking at that branch in the front view, and it doesn't look very good at all. So I think I'm going to remove it entirely now. It just doesn't flow nice. So here I go. Gone. When I prune this tree, I prune the tree so each branch has its own space, can get its own light, but I deliberately left this one area congested here. It has aerial roots. There's two branches that touch each other and will probably fuse together in future. So it's kind of a turning a defect into a feature. So I really like this area, and I think it'll just keep getting better looking as the tree grows. Here's an overhead shot of the tree so you can see the branch structure, how they flow. So I definitely have some pruning to do. There's a lot of long shoots sticking out. You can see this one here sticks out quite far, and there's a lot. They all need pruning. So let me go in and start the pruning. I want to keep the apex of the tree fairly compact, so I'll prune it back to the first set of leaves, reducing the height. Using directional pruning where I can. So that's got the apex fairly compact now. Now I'll prune to get my rounded umbrella-shaped canopy. I'm always leaving some of the new growth on if I can, to just kind of build on that ramification. I try not to hard prune into the old wood. There's a lot of aerial roots growing down at the root base here, which is nice. Growing across the surface of the soil, kind of snaking their way along, so it'll look really good as they thicken up. So I'm just taking tips off now. That'll cause the branches to further subdivide. I'm out front now looking at the profile of the canopy. I still have a lot of shoots that are sticking out of the profile. It's a little high on this side, so I'll keep pruning. There's one branch here that goes a funny direction. It crisscrosses above these ones. I'd like to get a shoot to grow in this direction someday, but for now I'll just prune it back short and see what happens. So I'm just cleaning up the profile now. I am going to have to come in and hard prune this branch. It's sticking out too far towards the front of the tree. So I'm going to prune it off about here, like that. This one could be trimmed back also. This one a bit. This one some more. I don't want the tree to come too far forward in the pot. By keeping all this new growth compact, you'll get a lot of new branching and a lot of changes direction in a short amount of distance. So it'll make the tree look really twisty and miniature looking. Here's a view of the tree from the front now. I'm quite happy with the profile. I think I pruned back that new growth as tight as I can get it. I like the shape of it. It's a nice wide umbrella style. I have some cleanup work I'll do to the landscape. Just cleaning some of the moss away from the roots in the middle of the planting down in here. The moss looks good. It's nice and short. It looks good. I think it's almost ready for the show. There is one bump in here that I want to clean up. I cut a branch or something off there, and I'm not happy with the cut. I want to clean that up. This is the cut I'm talking about. You can see there's a bit of a... It's not smooth with the trunk. I hope you can see that anyway. And I think with the leaves on before, I just couldn't get in there to prune it very well. And it may be quite hard still. I'll try with the long-handled scissors and see if I can prune that off. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that should heal nicely and look more natural now. So I'll come in and clean off this moss growing around the roots. There's a bit of debris that's fallen down here that I'll have to clean up. Not a lot, but... And I'll probably have to get the water and the toothbrush and just give these lower trunks a scrub, get any algae off them, so they look nice and bright. Yeah, I think the toothbrush will get this moss and algae off a little better than the tweezers. I'll come in here with the spray bottle and spray the roots down, and then I can come in with the toothbrush and brush away any moss and algae. Clean the base of the tree up. If you have any algae growing up your trunks, you'll want to spray that and clean it off too. This is just rainwater I'm using. These dwarf Schefflera trees are one of the best trees to grow as an indoor bonsai. They can tolerate low light levels. They don't thrive in low light levels, but they can tolerate it for short periods of time. And then in summer you can put them back outside. But yeah, they're a really good tree, to start off with. I would highly recommend one as your first bonsai tree. You can buy them pretty well anywhere. They're cheap to buy, and they just keep getting better with age. They don't look like much at first, but you can get a pretty nice tree as they get old. So I'm just exposing some of these surface roots here. They're kind of hidden by the moss a bit. This root system goes quite far out in the pot. I'm sure with the next repotting I'll be exposing a bit more of the root base, raising the tree up a little bit. So I'll just continue cleaning up the landscape, getting it all nice for the show, and we'll come back and have a look at the tree. I've got the tree all cleaned up. Alright, let's get in and look at it. So the first thing I'll show you is that the aerial roots are starting to get their own root system on them. They're starting to get their own radial root system. Which looks pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, you can see some more over here. Nice radial root system forming. The branches, even though they have a lot of nice movement to them, they're still flowing. They still flow out from the center of the tree, so I'm happy with the branch structure. It's all been just clip and grow on this tree. I've never wired it or anything. So I'm happy with the branch structure. Go above and have a look at it. So there's my area of congestion in here, where all these branches come together and it forms all kinds of aerial roots, and yeah, it's kind of something to look at. It's a nice feature. This is definitely not a boring tree. Lots for your eye to look at. Aerial roots on this side are developing nicely. I'm also getting a lot growing across the surface of the soil here. If I can get in there. Yeah, lots of aerial roots forming. At the back here too. There's a lot forming towards the back of the planting. Yeah. So this tree's not very high. It's, you know, not a lot taller than the height of my hand. So it definitely, you know, in the future, there's lots of room to grow this taller and thicker and, you know, maybe someday a bigger pot. Lots of room to grow it over the next 20 or so years or more. I've got my dwarf Schefflera all ready for the club show, which is in 2 days now. So I'm Nigel Saunders. Thanks for watching today here in the Bonsai Zone.